Right now, a historic day in America. We have extensive team coverage as the U.S. Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade. News 3 Now at 6 starts right now. Good evening and thanks. For the first time in U.S. history, a constitutional right has been stripped away from Americans. We first heard about the leaked Supreme Court opinion back in early May, leading to rallies across the country, including here in Madison. On June 8th, the governor ordered a special session to address the state's 173-year-old anti-abortion bill in Wisconsin, which would take effect if Roe were overturned. Then, just this Wednesday, Republicans gavelled in and out of a special session within seconds, ending any chance at a debate. 2 days later, this morning, the U.S. Supreme Court follows through, doing away with 50 years of precedent. Here is a live look outside the Supreme Court in Washington, D.C. A large crowd has gathered there ever since the ruling was handed down this morning. And that crowd is expected to only get bigger as the days go on. There is also a rally happening right now in downtown Madison. Arman Rahman is there live. Arman?
Yeah, Brady, as you can see, there's a crowd of hundreds spanning the steps and the lawn of the Capitol here off State Street, all echoing that they feel the Supreme Court's decision is spitting in the face of women, women of color, queer people, and many other communities. Speakers gave remarks on the state of abortion rights and what they feel the reproductive rights movement needs to win concrete gains. Protesters say they want elected officials to know they feel betrayed.
And they really need to hear everybody, because not only is it women who are out here hurting today, but it's so many different communities of people who are hurting, who are just unheard all the time, and we're sick of it.
MPD expects protests will still be peaceful, but their special events team, they say, is activated to help monitor and keep crowds safe during demonstrations. And the rally actually combined with a Stop Asian Hate rally that was happening earlier, as so that adding to the crowd of hundreds gathered here at the Capitol. We'll have more later on tonight. Brady?
Thank you, Arman. And we have continuing team coverage tonight. Tahlil Mohadin is taking a look at which options women and families still have in Wisconsin and where they may need to go. But first, we go to Catherine Merck. She spoke with pro-life advocates who are feeling a mix of relief and concern today. Catherine?
By nature, a divisive topic like abortion has the state and nation split tonight. Pro-life groups feel split in their emotions, happy with the Supreme Court, but fearful of what could come next.
I'm cautious.
You can still smell the smoke from inside Jelaine Appling's Madison office. Wisconsin Family Action says it was targeted last month after the leaked draft of the Roe v. Wade overturn came out. Madison police and federal investigators are looking into that attack and a shadowy online group that claimed responsibility. But now Appling is worried about more attacks now that the Roe decision is real.
If this is what they were willing to do, to firebomb my office, what will they do when the final decision comes down, if it is in any way reflective of what came out in that leaked opinion? And indeed, the decision today was.
She's not alone. Those who are against abortion here in Wisconsin have spoken out about their fears, some using the ruling to try to win political points today.
Tony Evers needs to do absolutely everything possible to protect crisis pregnancy centers. He needs to be prepared to protect the people of Wisconsin, as he was not prepared to protect them in Kenosha, in Madison, and in Waukesha.
And it's not just politicians. Religious leaders shared their divided feelings on the matter.
There's been violence against churches and against pro-life centers throughout the country in recent months. And this is a moment for all of us to ponder the rule of law and the dignity of human life, and to realize that violence is not the answer.
For their part, pro-choice groups have criticized groups like Appling's for trying to intimidate women outside abortion clinics for years. Some extremists have even tried to bomb abortion clinics. To Appling and many on both sides, violence solves nothing.
You know, for 50 years, I was upset. Hurting people is not helpful. It's not changing minds. It's not changing decisions.
We also heard back from police departments in the Madison area about their plans ahead of tonight's planned protest. MPD says it's working with Capitol Police to increase patrols and to make sure all protests remain peaceful.
Thank you, Catherine. As we mentioned earlier, with state Republicans failing to open debate or discuss Wisconsin's 1849 anti-abortion bill this week, that 170-year-old law is now in effect. That law establishes a felony charge for providers who perform abortions, making no exceptions for cases of rape or incest. After the announcement was made this morning, Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway says the city will not be arresting those who provide them. In a blog post, she wrote in part, "The Supreme Court has failed us and our state has failed us, but we are determined as a city to do what we can to counteract these failures." This afternoon, we also spoke with State Attorney General Josh Kaul and his plans moving forward.
I think there is very likely to be litigation in the courts over what the state of the law is. The 19th century ban was never taken off the books. As long as I'm AG, we're not going to use any resources at the Wisconsin Department of Justice to investigate or prosecute anybody for alleged violations of the 19th century abortion ban.
Wisconsin is far from alone when it comes to states that will or likely will end up banning abortions. Here's a map of all of them. More than half of the country, including Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, and Iowa in the Midwest. In an instant, the options women in Wisconsin have when it comes to abortion shrank to just 2, and neither are particularly good choices, according to doctors we spoke with. Still, they intend to provide the best support possible. Tahlil Mohideen spoke with some of them who now have to consider themselves past abortion providers. Tahlil.
Brady, Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin considers today's ruling a man-made public health crisis. They're devastated, but committed to the people, and they intend to serve them as best they can.
Today, I had to look people in the eye and turn them away when they were seeking abortions.
Eyes like Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin Medical Director Kathy King's forced to fight back tears today. A Supreme Court decision putting an end to essentially all abortion services across Wisconsin.
It has to be heartbreaking for them to not be able to provide the care that their patients need and want.
But people do have some options in Wisconsin, like self-managed pill-based abortions or traveling to Illinois, where abortion will still be legal.
It's a sad day when in the United States, a country with many, many resources, that people are going to be relegated to self-managing their health care.
But access will be a huge challenge. You can only get the FDA-approved pills online, and they can take 3 weeks to arrive.
These modalities are very, very safe and effective if used as directed. However, they have a gestational limit, and so many people won't be able to get the pills within that time frame.
Still, Planned Parenthood expects many abortion seekers will travel to other states to get care. And to help with the influx, they'll still provide pre-abortion care, like ultrasounds and blood tests, and help cover transportation costs.
To be able to date their pregnancy or to see if there was any other health condition that might prevent them from being able to access an abortion.
But leaders from Planned Parenthood say with 26 states facing near or total bans, there will almost certainly be more hurdles and heartbreak.
I know that people on the other side of the border in Illinois are doing absolutely everything that they can to make sure that they can provide people with compassionate and timely care.
And healthcare leaders recommend if you're looking into self-managed abortions to do your research and seek guidance from Planned Parenthood.
All right, thank you, Tahlil. Well, here is something that we are also keeping an eye on. In the written opinion today, Justice Clarence Thomas explicitly called for the court to also reconsider its rulings striking down state restrictions on contraceptives, state sodomy bans, and state prohibitions on same-sex marriage, saying, quote, "We have a duty to correct the error established in those precedents." We spoke with a UW professor today to discuss what could be next.
Thomas calls for a return to a form of jurisprudence we haven't seen since the 1870s, and to start over, to think about what rights the Constitution defends and doesn't, abandoning essentially everything that's been done in the past 150 years. I don't see any of the other members of the conservative majority following that lead.
And President Biden addressing the nation today, he says this fight is not over. He says this fall the country must elect more senators and representatives who will codify women's rights to choose in the federal law once again.
Too often the case, the poor women are going to be hit the hardest. It's cruel. In fact, the court laid out state laws criminalizing abortion that go back to the 1800s as a rationale. The court literally taking America back 150 years. This is a sad day for the country, in my view.
For more reaction from local, state, and federal leaders, we have an extensive story written on channel3000.com. And check this out. According to a new Gallup poll, American confidence in the Supreme Court is at a record low. Only 25% have a great deal or quite a lot of confidence in the justices. And this poll was conducted before today's ruling. Again, this is a developing story. As always, as the story continues to evolve, be sure to stay with News 3 Now online and on air for all of your breaking news needs, or download our free news app. And next at 6, turning things over to weather. Another nice day outside. It's been a bit warmer than it has in the past few days, and there is a chance for some storms tonight and into tomorrow. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, in order to get thunderstorms, we need to get more humidity in here, but having the lesser amount of humidity today actually made it feel pretty nice. On visible cloud track, again, a day with lots of sunshine. There have been some showers and thunderstorms to our southwest across southern Iowa, and also they're starting to develop across the Dakotas and into Minnesota, and those storms will reach us later on tonight. Also, a few storms up in northern Wisconsin, but the southern part of the state, the air is dry enough that it's just not supporting any precipitation. High temperatures today, right around 90. Madison topped out at 89 unofficially, but Janesville hit 91. A lot of places, especially south and west of Madison, were in the lower 90s, and right now temperatures are still well into the 80s, even close to Lake Michigan. And dew point temperatures remain in the upper 50s, so until we get the air a little more humid, we won't see any rain chances. Heat index right now actually a degree cooler than the actual temperature because of the lack of moisture in the air. We'll look for scattered showers and thunderstorms late tonight with a low temperature of about 68. Tomorrow, some scattered showers and thunderstorms, high temperature at 83. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes some cooler weather for the start of next week.
Thank you, Gary. Still to come at 6, an update tonight on the green alert out of Madison. And we're learning more about the rearrest of a DeForest teenager now facing 4 additional counts of attempted homicide. Please stay with us.
Huge appliance savings are happening now at Furniture and Appliance Mart's $20 million truckload sale. Don't miss store-wide savings, including doorbusters, plus special buys up to 40% off at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
Hey, this one's free. Car in front of you pay for it.
The best things in life are free.
This is the greatest day of my life!
Just wait till she hears about free installation from Feldco.
Free installation?
Free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest until 2024. That's something to get excited about.
Free installation ends Thursday. Call now.
Quality windows, siding, and doors. Call 866 for Feldco.
Out here, we know a thing or two about beef. Hy-Vee knows beef, too. Only 6 out of 100 cattle are even good enough to bear the Hy-Vee brand. Only 6 out of 100. Quality like that is hard to find. So enjoy your Hy-Vee steak this weekend. You've earned it.
Wisconsin, Governor, we have one chance to get this right. Remember one name, Kevin Nicholson, Marine, 5 years, Iraq, Afghanistan. Came home, founded No Better Friend Corp. Taught Wisconsin conservatives how to organize and win. This is about the ones who work for a living. Worry about safe streets and buying groceries. Warrior conservatives. This is about Kevin Nicholson. Conservatives, rise up. We have a leader.
The Stars and Stripes sale is happening now at Ashley. Don't miss our biggest savings this summer. Shop early for doorbuster discounts up to 52% off while supplies last. Plus a holiday bonus of 5% off at checkout. And 5 years special financing, and a $1,000 purchase is just $21 a month. Only at Ashley.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. A statewide green alert is still active this evening, nearly 24 hours after it was issued. 43-year-old Michael Segage of Madison, a military veteran, was last seen leaving his West Side home at about 3:30 Wednesday afternoon. He hasn't been seen or heard from since. In an update tonight, authorities say his 2009 silver Toyota Camry has a white oval sticker on the left rear bumper that reads IRQ. They say he also likes to frequent hotels and particularly likes the Wisconsin Dells area. Anyone who sees him should call 911. New information tonight. A criminal complaint is laying out new details in the case of a DeForest man now facing multiple attempted homicide charges. 19-year-old Gabriel Savage was initially arrested in April on attempted kidnapping and stalking charges. He was released from jail this Wednesday after posting bond, but was rearrested that same day after new information surfaced. The complaint says a new notebook was found where Savage laid out a manifesto saying he had plans to kill another female acquaintance and her whole family. The manifesto goes on to say he also planned to sexually assault the girl and her younger sister before taking his own life while lying next to her, quote, like Romeo and Juliet. Police talked with the female acquaintance and her family about these new revelations. The complaint says the family has been fearful since Savage's arrest and discussed leaving the state after he posted bail. During an initial appearance this afternoon, the court set a new cash bond at $100,000. Jail records show he is still behind bars as of this afternoon. And in Rock County, a deputy was still in the hospital as of this morning after being involved in a crash yesterday afternoon. The wreck happened near Blackhawk Technical College in the town of Turtle. The deputy was on the way to a reported shooting when they collided with a tow truck. 2 people inside that truck and the deputy all suffered non-life-threatening injuries. The Wisconsin State Patrol is investigating the crash. There's more to come tonight at 6. When we come back, hear from UW's Johnny Davis and how he's feeling after getting drafted in the top 10 during last night's NBA draft. But first, your full forecast for the upcoming weekend, including a brief chance for some storms tonight and into tomorrow morning. Your certified most accurate forecast is next.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Don't get stuck with internet and TV that costs more and does less. Set yourself free with Spectrum and get it all from one provider. Get Spectrum Internet with enough speed for all your devices all at once with speeds of 200 megabits.
Whoa. That's fast.
Plus, get a free modem and free desktop security to keep you safe online. Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Call 833-605-4999. And don't get stuck with the same old TV. Multiply your screens. Spectrum TV with a free Spectrum TV app lets you watch here, there, and everywhere. Stream live TV, sports, news, and more on any device. Plus, access up to 85,000 on-demand titles. Get Spectrum TV from $49.99 a month. Call 833-605-4999. Don't get stuck paying more for less. Pick and choose the services you need. Spectrum Internet or TV, or get them both for $49.99 a month each. All with no contracts. Call 833-605-4999.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
Most senators couldn't tell you the cost of a gallon of milk. Thanks, Ruben. Or how much beef has gone up this year. But I'm not like most senators or any of the other millionaires running for Senate. My mom was a teacher and my dad worked third shift. I know how hard you work. And I know that by bringing manufacturing home, we create jobs and we lower costs. If we want to change Washington, we got to change the people we send there. I'm Mandela Barnes and I approve this message.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
It was a sunny, hot, and not too humid day today, but the humidity levels will start to increase later on tonight into tomorrow. And 3 things you need to know in the forecast: as the humidity returns, so the chances for showers and thunderstorms. And the humidity, coupled with more cloud cover tomorrow, will keep temperatures down into the lower 80s. But then a cold front comes through tomorrow evening, and refreshing northwesterly winds kick in. It'll be cooler and less humid, also kind of breezy on Sunday with high temperatures in the middle 70s. We'll be in the upper 70s on Monday, and then temperatures will be back in the 80s beginning on Tuesday of next week, and probably lasting through the 4th of July weekend. High-resolution Doppler radar across southern Wisconsin, free of precipitation, but northern parts of the state have been seeing some thunderstorms, and some showers and thunderstorms to our south and west across Iowa. And the main event is severe weather that's starting to break out across parts of the Dakotas, eventually into western and northern Minnesota. Storm Prediction Center has an enhanced risk, or level 3 risk, of severe thunderstorms for high winds and perhaps a couple of tornadoes. A marginal or level 1 risk goes into parts of western Wisconsin and northern portions of the state, mainly later on tonight. But as those storms move eastward into southern Wisconsin, the air being a little bit drier, it's going to weaken those storms and maybe even force them a little bit farther to the south and east. At least the latest computer models have been showing that. So for tomorrow, the marginal or level 1 risk for an isolated severe thunderstorm with maybe some high winds now staying to the south across mainly southeastern portions of Iowa and northern Illinois. Current temperatures are pretty warm. Green Bay at 80, Milwaukee 86, Madison at 88, but to the west you can see temperatures closer to 90 degrees across the western portion of the state. A little wider perspective shows temperatures in the triple digits still over southwestern Kansas and well into the 90s across much of Kansas into parts of Nebraska and the Dakotas. But there is a cold front in the north and west, and on the other side of that front, those temperatures drop back into the mid-70s, and that's what we are looking forward to for Sunday. Dew point temperatures lower here, higher out to the west. That's where it's more humid, so that's where the thunderstorm development is more easily supported for tonight and into early tomorrow morning. But as those storms move into the drier air, they weaken. We'll get a little more humidity, and eventually that will lead to better chances for thunderstorms later on tomorrow morning and into tomorrow afternoon. But for the time being, as the jet stream pushes to the north, other than this little cluster of storms passing to our south, it's mainly dry across the southern part of the United States. You can see the clockwise wind circulation, high pressure aloft, just beating down and letting the air sink and the sun to warm things up. So that's where the hot air is really centered over, and you can see these clusters of storms mainly on the northern edges of the heat. But as that cold front approaches from the west, again, we'll see better chances for showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. So look for a high temperature of 83 for tomorrow with a little more humidity and some scattered showers and thunderstorms. As you look at future track, the clear skies this evening give way to cloudy skies overnight, and here comes that batch of showers and storms. But notice now the latest computer models keeping the heavier rain farther to the south of us, and maybe a shower or storms popping up tomorrow afternoon or early tomorrow evening. Then the cold front comes through, the wind shift to the northwest. Temperatures drop to the lower to middle 70s for high temperatures on Sunday. Heaviest rain now over Iowa, but we could see a quarter to maybe a half inch in some spots, a little bit more in a heavier thunderstorm. 7 to 10 day forecast, 70s for Monday, low 80s on Tuesday. Some thunderstorm chances late Tuesday, late Thursday into early Friday, but mainly dry weather as we head into the 4th of July weekend.
And coming up in sports, we continue with our NBA draft coverage. We're going to get to hear from Johnny Davis on what that moment means to him, plus the Bucks' first-round pick.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Shop the inventory blowout sale at Grand Appliance for unbeatable deals on our huge selection of in-stock appliances and grills. Get exclusive offers like this 5 cubic foot Frigidaire chest freezer for just $157, this premium KitchenAid dishwasher for just $697, or this 26 cubic foot side-by-side refrigerator for just $797. Shop your local showroom or grandappliance.com today. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
Impatience is a virtue. When you know what you want, waiting isn't an option.
New Balance Madison, we got now.
Create an attractive outdoor space with 11% off Menard's huge selection of concrete landscape block. Whether it's flawless landscaping, a spacious patio, or a sturdy retaining wall, there's no limit to what you can create. All landscape block is 11% off. Update your garage with a new Chamberlain garage door opener. They offer innovative, high-tech features, making it easy to access your garage and home. Get 11% off Chamberlain garage door openers at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Dude, great ride. Right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. my command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
An iCare benefit card helps our members access even more. This includes a monthly allowance for OTC items and healthy food purchases. Plus, earn more with healthy rewards. Rest easy. iCare is looking out for you and your health.
This Saturday, we'll learn about a weekend event that's bringing our community closer. And Julian is tracking sunny conditions and warm temperatures this weekend. Your certified most accurate forecast, Saturday morning at 5 and 8.
Takeover at this year's NBA draft. The conference had the most players drafted out of any other, with 9 in total. 4 of them going in the first round, and of course Johnny Davis part of that stat. The Badgers standout close at the top 10 being selected by the Wizards, and in a team statement, Wizards president and general manager said his versatility, toughness, and extraordinary basketball IQ stood out during our evaluation process, and we're excited to have him join our team. So we've heard from the team. Now how about Johnny himself? Here's what he had to say after hearing his name called at the Barclays Center.
My insides just lit up, you know. I was very excited for that moment. I've been waiting for a long time. And, you know, more importantly, though, I'm just really happy that my parents and my family are here to celebrate it with me.
An emotional night for many players, seeing their lifelong dreams come true, and that was just the case for the Bucks first rounder, Marjon Beauchamp. The Deer took him 24th overall from the G League Ignite, something that he says that actually got him ready to compete at this level.
I feel like I found myself, like, you know, like I found new ways in my game, as not just on the court, but just like off the court, building good habits and really just finding a defensive motor, learning the defensive terminology, and I'll give that advice to any kid that wants to go to be a pro, you know.
Well, heading into the draft, the Bucks had only 1 pick, but they closed out the night trading with the Pacers for cash considerations, acquiring the rights to Hugo Besson. Originally from France, Besson played last season with the New Zealand Breakers in 25 games, averaging almost 14 points and 4 rebounds a game. And it's never too early to talk Wisconsin men's hoops. The schedule for this season's ACC Big Ten Challenge is out, and the Badgers are scheduled to host Wake Forest on November 29th. The Big Ten has owned this tournament in recent seasons, last year winning it 8-6, the 3rd straight season that they've won the title, and the Badgers played a hand in that, beating Georgia Tech on the road. Now, tip-off for this year's game for the Badgers is to be determined. And Steve Stricker did not waste any time in the U.S. Senior Open Championship, 1 shot off the lead coming into the second round. He shoots a fantastic round of 18 to move up the leaderboard to 2nd. He closed out the day with 3 straight birdies, and Jerry Kelly is up 8 spots from yesterday. Right now, he is tied for 14th.
Well, not a bad day to be playing golf weather-wise.
Yeah, the humidity isn't too bad. Lots of sunshine out there. This is a live view from the WISC-TV Skycam. Clear skies across much of southern Wisconsin. Thunderstorms up to the north, to the southwest, and well to our north and west. Eventually, we'll see them late tonight. But right now, temperatures are still well into the 80s. Janesville right now at 91 degrees. Dew point temperatures, though, mainly in the 50s. A few places around 60 or so. And we'll look for a low tonight of about 68. High tomorrow, 83. And thunderstorm chances late tonight through tomorrow.
We will continue our coverage of the Supreme Court decision online and tonight on News 3 Now at 10. Thank you.